What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the podcast. We were on season two, episode one. Starting a new year with a new season. That's what I'm talking about. I'm your host, Ant, and with me always, I got the bros with me. Say what's up to the crowd, Junior.
What's up, everybody? Glad to be back for season two.
How you feeling, Dom?
It's cold. It's cold.
He ain't lying. We were recording on a Sunday, and it just snowed last night. Now, it didn't snow a lot, but it's freezing outside. It's like 14 degrees, wind chill on crazy. I don't know how you Northerners do it. It ain't for me. But we got some things we want to talk about. Probably gonna revolve around some basketball, some football. We'll just see how it goes. We'll just see what the vibes are. And don't forget, we always have our top three special. And something tells me that y'all gonna like this top three special. It's one for everybody. Let's just beat it at that. But just stay tuned and get ready for some real sports talk. All right, so for our first topic of season two, we're talking hoops as always. We're low key a hoops type of podcast, but that's not. I digress. Basically, we're talking about kind of not even stars, not stars yet, but soon to be stars that you see being a promising all star, a promising career ahead of them before they, basically reach their peak. They've been in the league a couple years. They good, but they haven't reached that point yet where you're like, wow, that's that guy. So changing it up a little bit this year, I'm gonna go first because I usually pass it off. But so my pick is Brandon Miller. I went to a game last year and I saw Brandon Miller warming up, and when he took his sweatshirt off, if you look, his right shoulder, I believe, is patched all the way up. And I was like, is he gonna play like that? And mind you, he played better than anybody on the Hornets. I never seen it before in my life. I'm looking at some stats right now. His rookie year, he was averaging 17. His second year, he's averaging 21. He averaged 21. And so far this year, he's averaging 20. And, I mean, year's not over yet. That could go up. But when LaMelo was hurt with the Hornets, it was Brandon. Did I say Ingram first? I hope I didn't
You
say
said
Brandon.
Miller.
Okay, but I'm getting the Brandons mixed up. It was Brandon Miller and it was Con Knipple. And that's it. And they were putting in mad work. So I see in the future, honestly, Brandon being our go-to. LaMelo will have like his games where he'll lock in and he'll drop 30, but I feel like Brandon has been extremely consistent since he's been at the Hornets. He did face some injuries that first year, and I believe he faced some that second year also. But I see greatness out of him. I'm not saying we about to make a crazy finals run, but look, like I said, my Hornets haven't touched the playoffs in years. And I feel like that with his help, and if we finally draft or go out and grab a decent big, I think it's up. That's just me saying. And I said the same thing about my Panthers, but that's neither here nor there. I have more hope in my Hornets than the Panthers. That's just me. That's what I think. I'm gonna ask Junior, who do you think has like really all-star potential that hasn't just reached it yet?
Yeah, I got to say first, I do agree with your Brandon Miller take too. I mean, he's quite a talent. When I went to go see the Hornets play the Lakers his rookie season, I mean, he dropped a easy 30 on them, and he made it look really easy. So I really enjoy watching him play, and I do think he could really be him and Knipple could be a focal point at the Hornets organization. But really and truly for me, it was kind of tough to figure out because I don't really keep up with the first and second year guys, except for maybe like the ones that have really, made an impact, but I think for me, Austin Reeves has shown me that he could be uh, a focal point on any given team. I feel like he's just being stunted really and truly by the Lakers, not because of how they run things, but just because I mean he was playing behind LeBron and AD. Now he's playing behind LeBron and Luca, which makes it really tough for him to be able to blossom. But I think when Luca's out and when LeBron is out and he's the he's the number one option, it's like, oh, he can go and get you. He can get you 30. I mean, and he can do it seemingly pretty easily, and consistently as well, as long with getting you some assists also. Because he's just a hard he just plays hard and he works hard. And I really appreciate him. So I think, um, quite frankly, if he wasn't on the Lakers, if he was with another team, which I hope he gets traded to another team so we can see him grow more. And I think if he was on another team, he'd be probably already at least a one-time all-star, maybe coming up this year. But of course, he's like a third, fourth option. Um, so I don't think he'll get an all-star nod. But just looking at his stats, I mean, he's had a great year, battled a few injuries, but I think about last year, he really had a coming out party. He was really, really good last year. So I think Austin Reeves is going to be my pick anyway. So any organization, any team would be really happy to have him, in my opinion.
Okay. I mean, shout out Austin Reeves. I agree. The statement you said with him going to a different team, I wholeheartedly agree with that. I'm gonna give you three teams. I gave you three teams that I want you to say you think he'll play really well on.
Mm.
How well do you think he'll do with, say, for example, he get traded to the Houston Rockets?
Ah, that's an interesting one. He'd be playing with like KD potentially, and some of those other young cats. It's funny. I think he could flourish there as well, but I think it would be kind of more of the same. Um, when it comes to that team because I mean he'd be behind KD. Jabari Smith is kind of coming into his own. I'm trying to think who else their wings are out there. I mean, you still got Asar. Is
Sengun?
that Asar or Amin Thompson? I
I mean,
forget. I think
I
it's
mean,
Amin. Yeah,
yeah.
Amin Thompson.
I think you got
Um,
Sengun also.
and I mean you got Fred Van Fleet, that's going to be coming back potentially this year as well. So they could maybe trade him to the Lakers. Lakers need something like that, maybe, in my opinion, possibly. So I think that could be a good pick for Austin.
What about
Who's
the
your other team?
what about the Pistons? You got a rising Cade Cunningham, you got a rising Jalen,
Yeah,
you got a rising the other Thompson twin. I think he'll do.
yeah, yeah. So that'd be kind of tough. I mean, he'd be playing behind again so many different people. The situation, see, you gotta understand, the situation would be great whether he's at Houston or Detroit, but it's just who does he have to end up playing behind potentially? I mean, those you look at the starters there. Obviously, if there was a trade, they'd be trading starters for him, obviously, like one of the Thompson twins, right? Which I do think the Lakers need as well from a defensive perspective. But I just think it would be very tough for him to play behind those guys. But if he was traded, obviously, I think he'd do well, just under some leadership and some guidance where they tell him like, hey, go and do your thing. That's really the takeaway. Who's your third team?
So my third team, I was gonna say the Spurs, but they got a huge. They probably it'll be hard for the Spurs to trade
Same
somebody.
situation.
But
Yeah.
I'll say the Pelicans. They don't really have. I
Pelicans.
mean, who all do the Pelicans really have? I mean, that he has to play behind, if we're being honest.
I'm, I mean, they got Trey Murphy, right? They got Herb Jones. They
Oh,
got Jose Alvarez. Um, I don't think CJ McCollum is
nah,
there
he's not there. But
anymore.
Jordan
Jordan
Poole
Poole
there.
is.
Yeah.
Yep, Jordan Poole is there.
I
They
don't
still got
know.
Zion when he's available. Don't even get me started
He
on
been
that.
hooping out lately. He been hooping out lately.
Give it a few more games. He'll be out with the hammy before you know it. But anyway, it's neither here nor there. I digress. But I think he could do well there too, because I think that young talent that they have could be good as well. Because I don't think Jose Alvarez is really, something that the Pelicans need right now. I think, if I said who would I rather have, a Jose or Austin Reeves? I mean, I'd probably want to have an Austin Reeves. Um, and then him with those other guys too, like Trey Murphy, like Zion. I forget. Oh, what's the big name? The rookie that played
Oh,
with
Queen, Derek Queen.
McQueen.
I like
McQueen.
Quinn.
Is it
It's dope.
is it Derek Queen?
Yeah, just Derek Queen. Yeah.
Derek Queen. Yeah, he's solid. I like him too, So all that to say, I think at the end of the day, any of those teams would be. I think they would. Their ceiling gets a little bit higher. I think with the addition of Austin Reeves. That's how highly I think of him anyway. I just don't know why he's not working. Well, I'm not gonna say he's not working out for the Lakers. I just don't know. Maybe his absence is why the Lakers are not doing as well as they should be doing right now anyway.
Yeah. Well, shout out Austin Reeves. All right, Don.
Shout out Austin Reeves.
Who do you have? Who do you see being a future All Star?
He has not been talked about much, but Purdue legend Zach Edey. If he goes
Mm,
to a different team than what the Grizzlies are giving him right now, I could see him easily being a walking double-double. Easily being a walking double-double. He's a 7'3" center that can spread the floor. He can shoot a little bit. He blocks, consistently blocks. Um, like I said, just put him on a different team, like on a younger team that he can grow with, that has a decent point guard to work with him, and that's an easy walking double-double, an all-star. It's just that the Grizzlies is messing him up because he got to play behind Jaren Jackson.
Mm. They
yeah.
could kind of play them one and kind of like 4 and 5, couldn't they? Put him at the 5, put Jaren at the 4,
We
kind of
t
like a stretch 4, right?
we talking about the Grizzlies who kept Ja Wick after all those allegations that he didn't beat. They're not making smart decisions. They ain't gonna make that smart decision.
Yeah. Oh man, Zach Edey, that's a strong pull. I liked him on them college days, man. He was nice.
For
Honestly, if
sure.
we're being honest, Zach Edey could be a walking double double in Charlotte.
Yeah.
Oh, he should be 25 and 12 every night, right?
Yeah.
Am I
Yeah.
wrong?
No,
You're right.
you're absolutely right. I
Yeah.
mean, being that tall and I mean the footwork is there. If it's the same footwork from college, it's just that like I feel like the Grizzlies organization isn't the best organization. They got their own issues going on right now, man. Like, I mean, they had that one year where they were all people were saying they were the coolest team, and they had Ja Wick, they had Dylan Brooks, they had Jaren out there, they had what's your boy from dude Tyus Jones? Tyus Jones was on the squad too,
Yeah.
and they were winning too. And then they went up against LeBron and crew, and yeah, that
Lost
ended it.
photo. Photo.
Yeah, all
Yeah,
credibility went out the window. But
yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, Zach Edey does have a. I mean, let's not get it wrong. John Morant is still John Morant. I don't want to downplay him or his play style at all because I think he's still a great point guard. I just think the situation is probably just not conducive to winning any longer
Mhm.
for him anyway. So he needs to obviously be moved before the trade deadline, which is in a couple weeks, if I'm not mistaken. And we just found out that he's out with an elbow sprain. But you saying that Zach Edey doesn't have a good point guard to play with anymore, I don't know about all that. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. They're not gonna build around a guy like Zach Edey. I'm gonna go ahead and let you know. No team is doing that nowadays. However, I do see him being a very, very good piece. Um, not he's not a Joel Embiid. Obviously, he's a paint beast, right? He's gonna defend the paint. He's gonna, you know, post you up, throw his weight at you, and you just got to see what happens. He's gonna rebound. He does everything that a paint beast should do. But I don't think people are gonna really build around him at all. I just think he needs to be put in the right situation. But I think he could still be an all star. So
I see it. I mean, with the right coach, that's why I always say with the right coach, with the right people
that's
around
true
you,
too.
you can
But I,
figure
I
it out.
ain't
Yeah,
I ain't saying build around them, but the thing is that you need a point guard that can do what Ja Morant do, but the only thing that Ja doesn't do is pass when he's down there in the paint. He's looking to score. He's not looking for an open man down there. The only time that really Jaren Jackson can score that ball is not off of an assist from Ja Morant. It's when he has the ball in his hand. A good point guard that put with eating would be somebody like Chris Paul, somebody that's a vet. Still mad about the whole Chris Paul situation, but anywho, but somebody that's like a vet or has been in the league for a few years that can pass, but then also score when they need to. John Morant just ain't that type of person right now. He's
doesn't that come
score
down to
first.
coaching though?
like I said, we talking about we already talked about the Grizzlies. They kept John Wick. Their first mistake after all those allegations. They're just not a smart organization. They're really not.
How do you think? Let me ask you this: how do you think Zach Edey would flourish in a system like the Indiana Pacers? I talk about them and their play style and their coaching all the time. How do you think he would do in a situation like the Indiana Pacers?
That's kind of tough because you be playing against Toppin, and that's a tough
Who? Obi?
Toppin Obi. Yeah, yeah. You would be playing it behind him. Uh
Nah,
He's
you
been
know about
hooping.
all that.
He's been hooping.
I don't know about all that. Obi
Obi
what
had
six? Obi
he's
what 6'8", 6'9"?
he's still a big. They use him as a
You
big.
can't.
You,
Nah,
they
Obi's
still use
not. Look, Obi's a wing. He's a wing. He ain't no big man. Obi Toppin is not. He's not a 7 foot. You can't teach 7 feet or 7'1", however tall Zach Edey is. So I think I'm just saying from a play style perspective, Zach Edey would flourish in that situation only because even if John Morant was over, if you said, you know what, John Morant and Zach Edey, I want you guys to go to the Indiana Pacers and play, right? Y'all are getting traded there. I think that they would do awesome because of the play style that the Indiana Pacers have. They are not, oh, here's this one person that we have, go make it happen. They can do that, obviously, in Halliburton and Pascal. We be seeing them Rico Hines runs. We know how they operate. But the play style that that Rick Carlisle and the Pacers have implemented is pass the ball to the best option. So if Zach Edey is cooking and he got a smaller man on him, guess what? The ball is going to him and he gonna make something happen. Whereas at Memphis, if there's a mismatch and John Morant's man is on Zach Edey, that means that Zach Edey's man is on Ja, and Ja gonna tell Zach to get out the way so he can cook his man. Whereas it would be so much easier just to throw it into the paint, right? But that's just not how that play style works. So that's why I asked about Indiana in particular, because I think, putting him in the right situation where he can, like I'm saying, putting him in the right situation where he can flourish, I think will be, the best option for him, where people just make the right play, right? That's how basketball should be played. Make the right play.
I do got one team I like to throw out there to y'all. 76ers with Zach Edey. You have Tyrese Maxey. You have Kyle Lowry when he's available.
Yeah.
That's a lot of vets on
Interesting.
that team that he could throw out
Oh,
there.
yes.
Go and get rid of Embiid.
Well, they're not gonna get rid of Embiid for Edie. I can tell you that right now.
I
I
said
would.
what I said. Go ahead and get rid of Embiid. He only plays when he wants to play. That is a problem. That is a problem right there.
Yeah.
I think that's an okay option. I think, I mean, you trying to, I mean, be quite frank with you. You trying to build around Embiid now, or you trying to build around VJ Edgecombe and Tyrese Maxey? I'm trying to build around them two guards because they young, they healthy, and they good right now. I think throwing in a Zach Edey would be awesome because I mean you got somebody that can set some solid picks. You got somebody that don't mind rebounding. I
Yeah.
think that would be a great fit. You know,
I mean, yeah, I'm not mad at that. It's not like other than Joel Embiid, I'm seeing that their centers are Andre Drummond, uh, Adam
washed.
Adam Bona, and a dude named Joni Broom.
Who?
Johnny Broom. Yeah, I don't know who these people are, to be honest. I mean, they could use them, and plus they're
Great option.
24 and 20 right now, so they suck. They're not good. Well, they're six in the NBA. They're six in the
Yeah,
East. Wow, that shows how trash the East is right now.
East is bad right now.
Oh
East is
my
bad.
gosh! But our next topic, more hoops. This time we're talking about what in the world's going on with the Lakers. Going on with the team, going on with the front office, going on with everything, honestly. Because if y'all been paying attention to like their front office stuff, that they've been talking trash about LeBron. They've been talking about what's woman's name? I forgot her name.
Genie Bus.
Jeannie Buss. Jeannie Buss came to people and said, "Yeah, LeBron wasn't grateful when we decided to draft Bronny, and LeBron's doing this and LeBron's doing that. Yeah, a lot of stuff. So they're complaining about LeBron. So I'm not sure what's huh, somebody did y'all hear that? Somebody's outside with a sorry podcast. Like somebody's out there with a Mustang just they got the snow's out there. I mean, honestly it's perfect if you had a Mustang, but let me get back to it sounded good too. It must have been that 5.0. But yeah, we don't know what's going on with the Lakers. They're not playing all so great. They're number 5 in the West now, and they earlier this season they were 2, and they were playing great. But it seems like something's changed and they're just not playing as well. So we're just gonna get into it, talk about what they could use, what they couldn't use, and just hey, is this JJ Redick's fault? We about to find out. Jerry, go ahead and take the reins.
The answer is yes, it is JJ Redick's fault, but I'll save that. Yeah, but I mean, really, truly, when you look at the lineup that the Lakers have isn't really not that bad of a roster. I mean, you still got LeBron, you got Luca. Austin is out right now with the calf injury. They say he's supposed to be back in just a couple days. They picked up DeAndre Ayton. I don't know if that was the best pickup. Like I liked DeAndre Ayton back in his Phoenix days. Now keep in mind this wasn't too long ago, right? But I felt like he was a good five. He could rebound, he could block shots. But at the same time, he had like a nice little like mid-range game. He wasn't shooting three-pointers, but he had like a nice little face-up mid-range game and I thought it was awesome. But for some reason, it seems this playing with LeBron usually stunts a lot of people. For some reason, people play very, very well when they're on another team, but then all of a sudden they get with, LBJ and all of a sudden they forget how to play basketball, it seems like sometimes. Marcus Smart, I don't know why they picked up Marcus Smart. I mean, he's been, I mean, maybe for defensive purposes. Still got Rui Hachimura, and Jared Vanderbilt, Jackson Hayes, Gabe Vincent, who we thought was going to turn out to be this, really, really great player that we got from the Miami Heat, undrafted player, and they spent money on him, and we didn't see him was it last year or the year before? And I mean, we didn't see much of him at all. And this year, I don't feel like I've seen too much of him either, but I just don't think the production is what it was. When he was back in, like it was when he was in Miami. So I think it boils down to a few things. Certainly the roster that they have currently. I don't know what they need. I do know they need Austin Reeves back because when they were winning earlier this year, LeBron was out and Austin was in. It was Austin and Luca and Aiton running the show, and life was good in LA. They were winning. They were winning handily. It was easy. They play the right brand of basketball. It wasn't, this your turn, my turn style of basketball between Luca and LeBron. And so hopefully they can get to some, I don't know, just playing team basketball. For me, it's always, you may not, you may not feel confident in how somebody is playing, but given the opportunities, they will end up making the right play in the right moments. That's always been my philosophy. I don't think JJ Redick has that same philosophy. Unfortunately, I think he sees a couple of things goes wrong and he's like, you know what, get him out of there. And I'm like, you gotta, and that makes a player feel bad. You have to instill confidence. Like I mean, today is the 25th of January. I was watching the Lakers play literally last night. DeAndre Ayton wasn't having the best of games. But he was still he was doing the best he could. What can I say? JJ Redick took him out and benched him for like the last, if I'm not mistaken, at least the last 10 minutes of the game. And I thought that was crazy. They put in Jackson Hayes, and Jackson, let's be honest, Jackson did a lot better than DeAndre Ayton. So I think JJ Redick blames a lot of what's going on, well, the guys aren't doing what I say. But JJ Redick should know more than anybody else that sometimes the game doesn't always go the way you think it's going to go, right? And so you as a coach have to make those adjustments. And sometimes I feel like he thinks of himself a little bit too much as a coach sometimes, just because he's this smart guy that went to Duke, right? But shout out Duke JJ Redick. But right now as a coach, I'm not impressed at all. So we'll see what happens, but I think there's a lot of distractions in LA right now too, like Anthony mentioned, the front office stuff too. And hopefully they can overcome it because hey, All-Star break is around the corner. Once the All-Star break happens, you have got to be on point. All-Star break and then trade deadline. They happen kind of like one right after the other. You've got to be on point coming out of All-Star break. You can't be, well, we're still trying to figure out the lineups and stuff. You can't do that. If you're still trying to figure it out and it's March, April, wrap it up. You're going home in the first round. So we'll see.
Yeah, they need to figure something out. And that trade deadline coming up too. So if they got to make moves, they need to go ahead and make moves. But I don't even know who they need, honestly. Me personally, Gabe Vincent. I'm not a huge fan of him. I feel like we got him because he was hooping at Miami. He hasn't shown me anything since he's been at the Lakers, but that's neither here nor there. Um, Don, what do you think? What do the Lakers need, or what do they don't need, or what's going on with the Lakers?
It really do fall all down to the coaching staff, management, all that. Because just like Junior named those names, they are very key players on their team. They have a solid built around team. It's just that right now it seems like they're not finding the lineup that is working for them because a team should flow as a team. That's what a team is. But the Lakers just they're not doing that. You spent money getting Jackson Hayes there, but then yet you're barely playing him, and he's a solid center. Um, I'll go ahead and get Marcus Smart out of there, respectfully. Uh,
I'll never understand that pickup.
yeah, yeah. It's just that it's coaching. It all boils down to coaching because they have a very solid team. It's just that they're not playing as a team. That's their number one problem right there. I would like to see. Okay, so right now I'm looking at like their average scores, the average points that they're scoring. So first is Luca, Austin Reeves, LeBron, Rui, and then Aiden. I would love to see Rui step up to that number three spot. Um,
Yes.
and then have LeBron step down a little bit, at least mentor them. If you need him to go get a bucket, he's there. But he's up, let's be frank and honest, he's getting up in age right now. He shouldn't have to be averaging over 20 points right now. I would love to see him facilitate a little bit more, coach them young cats a little bit more, but just let him take the back burner a little bit and let Rui step up. Um, Respectfully, I put Aiton in the starting five. I mean, not Aiton. I put Jackson Hayes in the starting five, then Aiton, because he's a young cat that can grow with that team. He has so much potential, so
He
much
does.
potential. So,
Hmm.
but it's just that that all boils down to coaching. Shoot, put us on the coaching squad. We'll get him right.
I mean, honestly, I think Dom is 100% right. But go ahead, Am.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think Jake LaRavia, I see him really panning out with the Lakers. I like the way he plays. Um, I just feel like they need to they they need to figure out what they want.
Mm.
Do we want to hold on to Braun, or do we want to focus our future on Luca? It got to be one or the
Mm.
other. One's a goat, one's up and coming goat. You gotta make that decision. Respectfully, I'm a huge Braun fan. Huge
Mm.
Braun fan. I don't think he needs to be on the Lakers no more. I think the Lakers need to go ahead and focus their time around Luca, figure out what Luca needs, figure out what Luca wants, because he still got a lot more years ahead of him than Braun does.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that the Lakers really need to figure out what they want, and they haven't won since the bubble.
Mm.
The West is getting stronger. The West is out there looking for really good young cats, young talent.
Yeah.
Anthony Edwards, Castle, Wimby. Shoot, I mean they
Shay.
Shea, and who, and mind all that. We can never count out the Denver Nuggets. We can never count out the Denver Nuggets. Like they got
No.
so much star power on the team, and it's just like, all right, what do the Lakers have as far as star power? They got Luca, they got an older Braun. That's it. I
That's
mean,
about it.
If Reeves come back, hey, that helps out a lot because I see that he's also one of the higher scoring people right now with 26 per game this season so far. But what they gonna do when they come up against an OKC of a young Shea, a young
Mm.
Jay Will, a young Chet, a young Dort, all these other cats? I'm just saying, like, and I still don't even think they have the star power to beat the Nuggets still.
They
Like,
don't. Yeah.
I almost said Gobert. Joker could just be like, might just drop a 50 triple double right tomorrow if I feel like it, and he'll do it. He'll do it. We've seen it. Craziest stat I've ever seen before in my life. He'll just do
Yeah.
it. So, I mean, the Lakers really need to figure out what they want to do. If they want to go away from Bron, I understand that
Hmm.
100%. I wouldn't even be mad at it. I wouldn't even be mad at it. Bron needs to go ahead and figure out. Stop doing them commercials about uh, the decision coming up and it being about your tequila brand or your wine brand. You need to make a decision like, hey, next year's my last year. Just be upfront with the Lakers front office because it sounds like they kind of fed up with you now, Bron. Like I don't know what's going on, but Genie's done aired out all the dirty laundry. So you need to kind of figure out. You don't want to hinder a team because they're gonna talk about your last couple years. Like you don't want to be the greatest of all time, and they'd be like, I don't know, them last 3 years he became, you know, a locker room diva or whatever, and then you don't
Yeah.
want to be like that. So just kind of figure out what you need to do. Go ahead. You know what, Brian? Go ahead and just go to the Warriors. We know you want to play with Curry and Draymond. Just go ahead and do it, man. Honestly, if
That's
you
going to be a
bring
disaster.
it'll be a disaster. But look, he want to play with Curry. He want to play with Draymond. I figured if you're last year, man, just give the people what they want. Do what you want to do for once. I wouldn't even be mad at it.
Yeah.
It wouldn't make me look at you no type of different.
He still be in LA too, and I know
Yeah,
we all know that's where he wants to be.
yeah. Just hang out in LA. It's kind of like his. This is basically his home right now. I'm not mad at it. Just kind of figure out what you need to do. It's just coming
Yeah.
down to the last couple of years, man. So that's what
Two
I got about
things.
that.
Two things I want to mention really briefly. The one thing that I think you guys both have hinted at is that the Lakers don't seem to have an identity. They talk about, we're a terrible defensive team, but in the same breath, JJ Redick says stuff like, well, we can't score. So I'm kind of confused as to what we really need to do. Like, I mean, if you're looking for aggression, but still having scorers, kind of like a Detroit Pistons team that we know can, you know, really hound you when it comes to, you trying to bring the ball up the court. But at the same time, they put up points, the Pistons do. Guess who else does that? The Oklahoma City Thunder. That
That's
defense is
crazy.
crazy
Yeah.
and they will put up points on you. So if you're looking for aggression, this roster I'm looking at, that ain't it. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, this is not the roster that you want. And I think the roster that you need is just right now, you need a roster that can score points because that's what Luka Doncic wants to do. And if that's what you want to build around, then so be it. My starting five would be very simple. First of all, LeBron's coming off the bench. Sorry, y'all know Bron is my GOAT, forever will be. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. But I think right now he just needs to come off the bench. My starting backcourt is going to be Luca and Austin Reeves, easy 1 and 2, right? My three would be Rui Hachimura. My four, I'm kind of back and forth on. Y'all remember, they got Jake Laravia, obviously, right? But they also have Jarrett Vanderbilt, who's strictly defense. He doesn't score a lot, maybe a corner three. He's kind of like a PJ Tucker, but you do need that because he can guard your best player from 1 to 4, give or take. Do y'all remember Drew Timmy from Gonzaga?
Gonzaga,
Yes.
my Gonzaga goat. Yep.
Now, here's my thing about him. Y'all remember how he hooped when he was in college.
hmm
He
And
got
we
down to
all
the
know
nitty
how
gritty.
bad say again.
I said he got down to the nitty gritty.
Man, he was a dog,
Yeah.
defensive end and scoring, dude. He wasn't afraid. Wasn't
Right.
afraid of anybody.
hmm
So he kind of looks to me kind of like he's like the stretch four type of player. Again, I don't know how the Lakers are developing this young talent. I don't think they're
They're
good
not.
at it.
They're
They're
not.
really, really, really bad at it. You look at Dalton Connect and how far he hasn't come. I mean, this man is in the G League for goodness sakes. He coming out of Tennessee, we thought he was the next. He was going to be next, really and truly. To be honest with you. So I think you got to look at those guys and see who could be a solid fit at four. And my five, respectfully, if I'm trying to score, I need DeAndre Ayton. Okay. That's my starting five. Luca, Austin, Laravia, Ayton, and Rui. Okay. Braun, first one's off the bench is Braun and Jackson. Okay. Gabe Vincent maybe can come in as a point guard off the bench. You need to get Dalton Connect back. Marcus Smart, maybe he can come off and provide you some defense, but you've got to have a solid starting five and you've got to stick with it. You can't be changing, the most tumultuous teams are the ones that have, oh, it's been 30 games and they've had 20 different starting lineups. That means you have no idea. You have no identity as a team. You have no idea what you're trying to do defensively or offensively. Okay. You've got to straighten it out. I'm gonna leave it at that.
No, I 100% agree. I'm seeing like some other people on here that they just have on the roster, like Maxi Kleber. What in the world? Why do we have
Mm.
him? Like, I don't know. I don't know. Respectfully, Bronny, I don't think
I
you
didn't know
need
he was in the league.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Right. Bronny, honestly,
Kleber.
Bronny, I don't think you need to be on the Lakers. I think you need to be on a different team. I'm glad that you're in the league and whatnot, but
Mhm.
I think you can develop better somewhere else. Like, take your talents to OKC and just be on the background. I think for him to learn, he needs to be on a winning team. But I don't know. Lakers need to get their
He come to
jump.
Charlotte.
Nah. Well,
The
Nah,
city
I
would
can't
be
see
hyped
it
to have. The
for
city would
sure.
be really
I mean,
hyped
the
to
city
have
would be
him,
hype.
honestly.
The city would be hype.
And they're developing young talent pretty decently there. We can't
King
deny that.
Khan.
Khan Knipp, well, we still got, that's year one. We still got to figure that out. But,
He's in. I
it's
mean, he's about to get rookie of
it's
the year.
obvious. It's obvious that they're developing talent much better. The Lakers historically have not been good at developing young talent since Kobe, probably, and that's it. You know, but Kobe was a different beast. But
Different beast. All right, last segment of the day. We are going back to football. We're just gonna give y'all our picks for who we think is gonna win this conference championships. We got the Patriots against Broncos, and then we have the Rams against the Seahawks. Oh man, I don't even know. I don't even know who to choose. Like it's so much talent. I tell you, it's people I want to see get a ring, and people I don't want to see lose. I tell you, it's really hard to choose. I'll let Dom. I'll start with you first. Who you think? Okay, I'll tell you what. Just give me a quick answer. Just give me a quick answer. Who you think will win between Patriots and Broncos?
Patriots because Bo Nix is out. It would be it's probably gonna be a slaughter fest if we're being honest. But
I agree. Okay, but Rams and Seahawks. Who do you have?
that game gonna be a little bit more tight. But I see the Seahawks pulling this one out.
Good choice. Junior, Patriots, Broncos. We already know who you about to choose. Who you got?
resident Patriots fan, so I'm going Patriots. And since Bo Nix, like Dom said, Bo Nix ain't there, I'm all the more confident. That defense still gonna be the defense though. So
All right, Rams and Seahawks.
that one, I don't know. I hope the Seahawks win because I would love to see Sam Darnold keep proving people wrong. So I'm pulling for the Seahawks.
Ooh, a sleeper. Me personally, man, I think Patriots obviously. And you know what? I'm a huge Puka fan. I'm going for the Rams. Puka, he kind of got finessed in the beginning of the season. If you know, you know.
Mm.
If you know, you know. So I want to see him be great. All right, well let's talk a little bit more about this. Like these are teams that we haven't seen here in a while, right? Now I feel like we haven't seen Patriots since T Brady days. Ain't seen the Broncos since Peyton days. Seahawks, what's that? Russell Wilson days, just about. And I can't even tell you the last time the Rams been in the mix, unless y'all know. My football knowledge ain't all that great out there. So
That's when what's his name? What was that wide receiver? Shoot. It was like that wide receiver one a few years ago. They was just
Oh, it was what's his name? He played for the Seahawks now, actually.
yeah,
He won
yeah.
the Triple Crown. He won the Triple Crown that one year. Wide receiver. I just can't think of his name either, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's the last time
Um,
we didn't seen them really.
yeah,
Cooper
he's
Cup.
Cooper
Doggone
Cup.
Cooper Cup.
oh,
Yep.
Cup, yeah. Why did I forget
No,
about him?
Cooper
Yeah.
Cup. I will say this:
Uh-huh.
Cooper Cup is very similar to Puka Nacua in my opinion because the yards after the catch
It's
were very high
ridiculous.
for both players. So
Yeah.
you catch it, but you gonna have a time bringing them down too. They always getting some extra yardage with their legs.
Hmm. Yeah, they got. Let me see. Yeah, they got Cup. Oh, Jackson Smith is out there. Sam Darnold. They got some heavy hitters. I
Yeah.
mean, I wouldn't be mad if the Rams won it all because I'd be like, hey, my Panthers lost to the Super Bowl winner, so hey, obviously the toughest team. But I
What
don't
Super
know.
Bowl was that where it was the Patriots and Seahawks?
Ooh,
This was like,
you going way back, ain't you?
Oh, this is when Malcolm Butler caught that interception because
it,
Russell Wilson tried to make Russell Wilson the hero.
yep.
Oh, you talking about when they should have ran the ball? Oh my gosh. Honestly, one of the craziest Super Bowls we ever seen before in our lives. Like that was. I still don't understand the play call. I love hearing Marshawn Lynch talk about
Talk
it.
about it. That joke had me
Love that.
cry.
He, I feel like his relationship with Pete Carroll to this day just ain't great. Cause
Nah.
that should have been like a no brainer. Like
He
why would
he
you not?
had the craziest game that game for a Super Bowl.
He
And
the
then
craziest game, but mind you, he had one of the best seasons of his career that year.
that's
Also,
true.
nobody was stopping that man. Once he busted out the gate, gone.
They weren't
He
even
gone.
busting out the gate. That man was busting through the gate himself. It don't matter if it wasn't a hole, he was creating a hole for himself. Bring Lynch back. Bring Lynch back.
I tell
Bring
you.
him back.
I from that I just never understood that to this point. I feel like I haven't even looked at Pete Carroll's like response to that. I hope when he retires from everything and he sits down with Marshawn and be like, you know what, Marshawn, I'm sorry. Like I costed you a ring basically. Like that's neither here nor there. But yeah, we got some really heavy hitters. So I mean, who do y'all? I mean, we got our four teams. Who do y'all think's going all the way? I'm talking about winning today and winning the next game at Super Bowl 60, by the way. Oh, Jane, go ahead. We gotta know who you gonna choose.
Pats all day, baby. You know how I go.
I
I will say this though. I will keep it brief. The last two games that the Patriots have played were horrible. I know everybody's like, oh, a win is a win. Let me tell you something. I don't care about none of that. The way we won was bad. We had to rely on our defense, which is fine. You can rely on defense. But the turnovers, we had three turnovers last game. We had three or four before the game before that as well. We cannot keep making mistakes. Okay. The Broncos we should win. We should win today. We should win. However, if the Broncos get takeaways, excuse me, and keep giving that backup quarterback opportunities, to be honest with you, they're going to capitalize at some point in time. We cannot have that. We have to protect the football. We have to protect Drake May. We can't throw interceptions. We have got to play not perfect, but it's got to be protect the football at all costs. So I'm going Patriots all day. If we can protect the football and let our defense do its job and go down the field and get points, whether it be 3 or 7, we'll be just fine.
I I like that. This is Drake's my second year with the Patriots, right?
Yeah, because he was at Carolina. No, it was if
No, no, no. Wait. I think I'm seeing it right here.
I think it's the second year. Yeah.
It's his second year.
so, okay.
That'd be crazy. That'd be
Yeah.
crazy. Super Bowl in your second year career. That's
Yeah.
you. That's UNC alumni too. So hey, shout out Drake May if they shoot. Not to mention they got Will Campbell. I'm a huge fan of him. I don't even know how great he's been doing this year, but when that man got drafted and everybody was like, "What in the world?" That man went up on the stage. He said, "I will fight and die to protect Drake May." I said, "Yeah, we need that aggression. I need
Need
that.
it.
Need that joint." Dom, who you got going all the way, winning today and winning the next game?
So I'll piggyback off of what Junior said. Watching the last two games of the Patriots, if they play like that in the Super Bowl, the Seahawks defense is gonna eat them alive.
Mm.
Hmm.
But if they play like the Pats that we've been seeing all season, then it's hands down gonna be Pats. But I'm also showing favoritism here. I would love to see the Seahawks win this Super Bowl just because of Sam Darnold. We brought him to Carolina. We dogged him. We couldn't give him no type of protection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But seeing him go here, make it this far, it put the biggest smile on my face. But I'm choosing the Seahawks.
Me, I'm a. You know what? I'll go. I'll still go with the Rams. I think they'll go all the way. Stafford's having one of those years where he's like, "Hey, I'm not talked about too much, but I'm consistent." You know, you never really hear Stafford's name in the list of quarterbacks. It's always a Mahomes, Hurts, uh, Allen's, and you know, you never hear Stafford up there like that as much. And Stafford's like, "Yo, y'all better watch out, man. I'm still here." And he got some good receivers, man. I tell you, especially Puka. Puka's having one of the craziest years.
Got
For
Devontae still over there too.
Yeah.
Devontae, yeah. And honestly,
Devontae Adams.
he can just say he can play a game of who I want to throw it to between those two, and they gonna go get it.
Yep,
Because
every
once
single
Puka
time.
gets that ball, he gonna run it. It's hard to
Yep.
that man. It's hard to tackle him from what it looks like. It's hard to tackle that man once he gets moving. So I don't know, man. It's gonna be a good. It's gonna be whatever. Honestly, whoever ends up in the Super Bowl, it's gonna be a really good Super Bowl. We got
Mhm.
four really good teams that we ain't seen in a minute out here. We got Bad Bunny as a halftime performance. That's gonna be dope.
Shout out Bad Bunny.
It's gonna be a really good, probably one of the better Super Bowls in a good while, in my
Performance
Yep.
opinion.
wise, yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna be
I mean,
top
don't get
tier.
me wrong. Last year's Super Bowl was good. It's just that that defense ate up Mahomes. I mean, interceptions and just sacks. It was hooey.
Yeah.
That was crazy to
It was
watch.
hard to watch if you're a Chiefs fan for sure.
Yeah.
But not pulling for the Chiefs last year was very satisfying to watch.
It was. I can confirm I wasn't pulling for the Chiefs. I mean, I was getting
No.
tired of that. I just knew that once they won, Kelsey was going to bring Taylor Swift to the middle of the field and just propose. I knew it was going to happen. I'm glad it happened in the offseason. Yeah, but I mean, that's all. It's been overall a good NFL season. A lot of good, a lot of good games, little breakout stars. It's just hopefully it ends with a. I'm hoping nobody gets hurt. That's the major thing. I'm hoping nobody go out there and like that boat, like what happened to Bo Nix like last week. It was the
Yeah, that was
last play or the
crazy.
second to last play where
The
he broke
last play
his
of the
ankle.
game,
Man,
When he was
what?
taking the knee,
taking a knee, a lineman stepped on his ankle and just snapped that junk, I guess.
well, you know what's funny? I saw that happen. I saw him take that knee, and I was like, "Oh, he got up a little funny." But I didn't even realize what had happened.
Right.
Honestly,
Because
Yeah,
he walked off the field like
just
by
fine,
himself. Yeah.
just
Yeah.
fine.
But
I would have been upset honestly having the year he did this year and not even being able to play like one of the most important games of the season. It sucks, honestly. That's just one of them freak accidents, honestly, happened at the craziest times, but it's neither here nor there. That is all for the podcast today. As always, what a fantastic podcast. And as usual, we have our top three special. Basically, we have a topic and we tell y'all what our top three is. And this is a banger to start the year off, start the season two off. We're going to give y'all our top three Drake songs. I told you in the beginning y'all was going to rock with this. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to start with Dom. Dom, give me your top three Drake songs.
first one, Western Road Flows. And then furthest thing, number two, number three, The Remorse.
Oh, he just went straight to it. Okay. All right. Do you have an honorable mention? Like, you know,
Hmm. Shoot. Come back to me on that one. Come back to me on
I got you. I got you. I got you. Junior, go ahead. Give me your top three Drake songs.
So my top three, and again, mine is always in no particular order, but I got "Feel No Ways" from the Views album. I think we was all rocking out to that a couple years ago with the little alien thing
Oh, yeah.
on TikTok. Yeah, I really like that song. "Pipe Down" from Certified Lover Boy, still one of my favorites to this day. And one that I've been listening to for a long time from the "If You're Reading This Is Too Late" album, Jungle. So those are my top ones, man. And I think shout out to Drake for always giving us the hits right, like right whenever we need it, you know. So
Hmm. You got honorable mention? One that came close, then one that came close.
I'm a big fan of his Honestly Nevermind album as well. So if I had to pick one, it might be Liability
Ooh,
from that album. Yeah, if you don't know about Liability, go back and listen to it. It's got to be listen to it when it gets dark and like with some headphones on. I don't know. It's just such a great song. Just like cruising down the street. I just love that song, man.
yeah, I rock with that. I'm
Yeah.
gonna be honest. Let me give y'all my top three. Y'all let me know if I'm cooking or not. So my top three, and this is low key in order. It's kind of not. Number one, Passion Fruit. In my opinion, that's one of his best songs he ever made. That song is, man, what? I think is I can play that whenever, like, and it's just such a gas. It's like my after a good hoop session, after a good workout session, and I just need music to calm down to. Passion Fruit easily. Number two, Losses. He has just some crazy lyricism in it. Like that man said, it was always you and I without the ty. That man said unity. It's just it's wordplay like that I was just like, yo, he's rapping for real. And this is a sleeper. I don't think a lot of people talk about it, but on his what is it? Certified Lover Boy, I think that might have been an album. You Only Live Twice.
Mm.
Did that song with Rick Ross and Wayne. Beat was crazy. They were spazzing on the beat, and he did Swiss Beats, which is kind of crazy. Like that was kind of wild. But let me give y'all honorable mention, and I think it's from the Honestly Nevermind album. Flights Booked.
Oh man, that's a good one.
That song, that beat. Oh my gosh! I think so many people hated that album. I don't know why. It's a bunch of bangers on that album. You need to go back and listen to it again. Oh wait, let me give you one more. Let me give you one more. One more honorable mention. That it was in my top three, but it low-key got bounced out. Jodeci Flow,
Mm.
featuring my go J. Cole. It was in there, but it kind of got bounced out by Passion Fruit. But let me circle back to Dom. Dom, you got your honorable mention?
Miss Me with
Ooh,
him
Oh,
and Lil Wayne.
ooh, I haven't heard that in a while.
that what
Yeah,
album was that from? I forgot
that's
about that.
Thank Me Later album.
Thank Me Later. Wow, that's a
Yeah,
good one.
Phew. I'm just saying, I feel like it's crazy to be hating on Drake. I know y'all was hating on Drake in the big 2025. Y'all can't be hating on Drake in the big 2026. That's all I'm saying. And this is unpopular opinion. He didn't lose the battle. He lost against Kendrick. Mind you, it was a 20v1 at one point. It was a 20v1. He sold everybody. Kendrick Loki put out that banger, but he slowed everybody else, so he didn't lose that battle.
I just
That's,
got one more that
oh, he
people
got
don't
okay.
talk
Bet.
about. Laugh Now, Cry Later, with Dirk.
Oh, that was when that dropped. That was dope.
And then one more after this, Chicago Freestyle, and I'm done.
Which one?
Chicago Freestyle with Giveon.
Oh, it Giveon. Gosh.
That's a good one.
Yeah. I'm just saying Drake got bangers. Well, that old saying, you can hate, but it's bad for your health. But
Very
that's
true.
that's episode one of season two. We got some heavy hitters coming, man. I tell you, we got some good stuff coming. But always thanks for tuning in. We're gonna try to have some guests
I'll say
this
just one
season.
more thing. Let us know who y'all want to see on the podcast. And they gotta know ball.
They
Matter
gotta
of fact, for y'all to be on our podcast, we gotta see y'all shoot a 3-pointer and a free throw.
And give me
basic.
20 burpees.
20. You gotta hit the hill for 5 times.
Go hit the hill.
I tell you what, wait, before we end this podcast, say for example, Diamond Jim sees one of our clips and they'd be like, yo, we want to fly y'all out to Philly to work out with us. What, what would y'all say?
I'm gonna play dead. That's what I'm gonna do. I'd be like, you know what? One of my co-hosts unfortunately passed away. So I ain't flying out there, man.
Oh my gosh. I ain't gonna
They
lie.
ain't gonna have me twerking on the floor. That ain't gonna happen.
Shout out Cash.
Yeah, they ain't
He
gonna have
said
me doing that craziness, man. Man, oh man.
Oh,
to be on the ground doing push-ups and they say 20 more and you can't do it and you shaking not and nah man. Ain't gonna be me.
oh my gosh.
Ain't gonna be me.
Ooh, man. Shout out Diamond Jim. Look, shout out Diamond Jim. Shout out Unk, man. But
Shout out.
peace.